Good afternoon, everybody. How's things? Here we are, Tuesday, 12th of March, and we're ready for tile 424. Goodness me, and where are we going to start? What have I got? Pearl grey tile, that's the first thing. Really nice quality cardstock here. And then, of course, I've got my pen pencil Tortillon, and because I've got a grey card, look at that little fleck in it. Great, I'm going to use my white chalk pencil as well. Of course, coloured pencils can come in there if you want them to, but other than that, we're going to make a start. So, first things first, I want to create a little bit of a frame. So, to do that one, let's have a look. Going to come in with my pencil, got a ruler here, and I'm going to mark in a little bit of a border. So, you don't want it too close to the edge there, and I'm going to do it lightly because I might not see all of it at the end. So a bit of a sort of a frame here, and then whilst I've got my pencil in hand, I'm going to come in and put myself a bit of a curve. Let's have a look. It doesn't matter where it sort of goes from and to, but it's going to, I don't want it to go completely point to point. I'm going to sort of do that with it. And then this bit of the frame we can remove. So don't need that anymore. We can split that off a little bit. Okay. So your curve's going to be slightly different than mine. It's absolutely fine. There you are. Okay. So let's have a look next bit. Coming in with pen now. First thing I want to do is I'm going to come around the outside here. I'll start in the middle. And I want to do myself a little part bubble, like so. I might as well put that in as well. There we go. And then I'm going to do another one over the top, like so. Okay. And then come back in with my pencil, and I want to put myself one in with that because it's going a little bit larger here. I want to create some sort of a scallop on there. So again, if I start in the middle like this, and then I'm going to work my way around. Doesn't matter if you get to the end and you can't fit a full one. And the same here, like that. Okay. In those little spaces, I can fit a bubble. And again, if you sort of get to the end, doesn't matter. We can just fill a part one in. And then into that one as we go. Okay. So I'm going to do another one of those. Now, it might be worth looking at this, and I'm going to put that shape in first because then we've got our sort of size to work to, haven't we? I'm just going to move that bit. Went a little bit right there. There it is. And then maybe let's just put all of those in so we can see where we're going with it. See? Okay. So then on the inside, again, I'm going to just sort of sketch slightly where they're going. I've got a general idea, so that's fine. And then I'm going to draw these two in. So same as before, look, that one. And then I could put this one in. And I'm going to do all sort of the pen work first. Now, if you're comfortable with drawing your scallop straight away, if not, you can always just use the pen to start with, the pencil to start with. And then come in with pen afterwards. Into there. Okay, so there's that one. So let's put those in. Now, rather than do one at a time, I'm going to do all of this little edge first on all of them. Then I'm going to come back in and do the bubbles. You see, we've got a nice sort of finish there. And into this one. And there. Okay. Same with these. So starting with that one and working my way round, like so, and then same this way. I always start in the middle, or most of the time I do, because then at least you've got something there that's got that consistency that enables you to then know that even if the ends are a little bit different, which is fine, you've actually got something that matches on that area. Okay, so again, I can put the bubbles in those shapes. And we go. Okay, and same with this. And then there. Okay, so take your time with them. You know, they don't have to be perfect, but we want to try if we can to get them in those little shapes we've drawn. And follow it round, putting those in there. And last one into those. Okay, so that's that bit. So then let's have a look at this shape here. So what I want to do, I'm going to start in the middle again. I'm going to put myself like a little box in there. You see how it's not touching the sides? And then I'm going to do that around there. See that one? I don't mind if it's going underneath, it's fine. And then here, and this one. And then this one. So I've got that kind of thing going on. So then into this one. And same thing. So I'm leaving a little bit of a gap in between them. We're creating those little shapes. And this one. So if you've not really left much of a space there and you can't get these in, then just put yourself a line or do lots of little lines. You could do that. There's options. But I want to create these little squares or rectangles or whatever shape we find that we're forming in there. And this one. So we've got that kind of thing. So just looking at the middles, I'm going to fill in with lines, starting again at the middle and working my way out on both sides. So not too close, but you know, you don't want it really wide. And you'll notice that I'm moving my piece, so each time I draw these lines, I'm sort of drawing the lines towards me. It just makes life easier, and I find I get things a little bit straighter doing it that way. There you go. Last one. And into there. So that gives us that one there. So, same as before, you can come in with your straight edge if you want to, or you could do it freehand, whatever works best for you. So I'm doing all of these ones first, and then I'll turn it and do the other ones. I don't need that one, can't see that one. And then same here. And notice I always draw the one that's furthest away from me. Then as I move my ruler, it's not going to sort of smudge what's underneath. So it's something to bear in mind. Okay. And then I'm going to come in and put that line in now with pen. So I can stop, see, and start where I've put the middle bits in. I can stop there, look. So I don't have to draw in the complete shape. I can ease it round little bits. Let's come to the middle. Just going to bring my pencil in for a moment. And I'm going to imagine where that, I sort of still see that corner. I'm going to put myself a little bit of a cross in there. And then on this way, again, you can use your straight edge for this, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. And then looking at each section, I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Now, what I'll do is I want to come from the middle, and I'm going to come up as much as I can, and then I'm going to curve it round, and then I'm going to come back there. And you see, look, I've curved both sides. Same on this one, so I'm going to go up here, around. So I'm still going to follow it through there, back down, like this. So I'm going to do that on each one of these, into there. And this one. And then back up this one. You know, if it goes a little bit wobbly, please don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. See that one? You're only going to see a little bit of it. And back up there, look. Around there. And the last one. Along here. It's going to come round and down there. You see these little gaps that we've got left? I'm going to just fill them in with a little bit of ink. Same with this one. And into there. Same with that one. So we've got that kind of thing. So whilst we're here, I want to come back in, and this time I'm going to start at the point, but I'm going to come slightly further in, back to the point. So each one a little bit smaller, but always comes back to the point. Same in there. And so we keep that idea going as you work around. And this one, you're going to see part of that. Same with this one. And into this one. You kind of get a feel for it after a bit, and you sort of work on that shape. Okay. Let's put a little edge on the top there. Do you see how it works its way around there to this one? And that one there. And little one line, two lines. I'm going to put a dot on each. You notice one's a bit taller than the other. And again, follow that round. One line, two lines, dots. Okay. Now, if yours is a little bit wider and you can get 3 in, go ahead, put 3 in. Or if they're really narrow and you can't, then 1's fine. Or if you want to fill it in with colour, you can do that as well. It's nice to build up the layers. Alright, let's put some lines in these. And this one. And then this one. See how it sort of wanders around there. And then this one. Oh, a little bit there. Little bits in there. Oh. Sorry, knocked my camera. Wobble, wobble. Into that one there. So we'll work our way around. Okay, let's have a little look at that. So far, so good. There we go. So I want to look at this next row now. And again, I'm just going to come in with pencil for a minute. And I want to mark in my corners. Okay. And then I can come from the point. You see, if I imagine halfway there, mark one there, look. And there. And then, of course, I'm going to get one in the middle. So we could do the middle first, then one through the middle there. One through the middle there. The same this way. One there, look. There. You're going to get a bit of one there as well. Right? So almost sort of split off there. So I want to keep in with the kind of loops. So I'm going to come in here on this point and I'm going to put myself a loop in. But you notice, look, it's following the shape of that corner. So this one, again, I've got this line vertical towards me. So I'm sort of flattening the top. It's coming towards me each time. Same with this one, look, coming up and it's flattening at the top slightly and back down. up, flattening at the top, back down. Same again. Top and back down. And again. You see how that sort of, again, becomes a little bit of muscle memory, and you can go ahead and fill the rest in. You're going to see a bit of that one, look. Then round this one, into there, and there. So, just as I've done with these, I want to put a little edge on like this. So, you know, you can go as wide as you want. You can do a really stripes if you want to. I'm going to keep it pretty simple with that. And then, of course, fill the lines in. Use the middle line to sort of help you start off there. And then go round one side, then the other. One side, then the other. Okay. See how that just keeps going. It's those little stripes. Okay. And then last one there. Okay. And just as we've done with these, we can do 1, 2, and dots. So it's 1, 2, and dots. Now it doesn't matter which way around you do this, or you could add more in, as we've already mentioned. But if you want to do the dots in a different colour, absolutely go for it. This is sort of a little bit of a mixture of two halves, isn't it? You've got the sort of scalloped edge, and then you've got this structure of this grid almost working its way around. Yeah, like that. So let's have a look at these spaces in the middle. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit. Here we go. If I can zoom in, there you are. So I'm going to follow the shape and create an inner shape like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do to start with then, I'm going to put those lines in on those ones. Again, I'm not using a straight edge for this now. I'm doing this pretty much freehand, but if you feel you need to, that's absolutely fine. And so that one. And then this one. You see, I've got that row done. So, same with this one. And then put the shapes in on the corners there, the sides. Just can't really get much in there. Into that one. The last one, the lines down this way. And then this way. And then along, filling in, creating that little shape. Okay. Oh, one more. There we go. And on that side, we've got this. So now you want to choose a side. You can go left or right, top or bottom. So let's have that. I'm going to go top, which is this one, and I'm going to thicken up the top. Okay. You see, quite a bit thicker. You can use your 05 for this if you want to. And then I'm going to do, let's have a look, down the left side on all of them. So once you've made a decision, doesn't matter which, you've got to stick with it. Okay? So top and the top. And that one. And then we're going to go left, or I am. You might be going right. Okay. You see? And last one there, look, I've got the top there. And left. And left. Okay, let's have a little look at that. Okay, bit of a difference that's made, hasn't it? All right, so last one now, and if you wanted to, you could do this in pencil to start with, but I'm going to go straight in with pen. You know, why not? And let's have a look. I'm going to start here and work my way round. I think that's going to be the easiest way. And I'm going to imagine a letter S. Okay. Now you notice that some of it actually isn't in view there, so we're imagining where it's going to sort of start and where it's going to end. And I'm going to put a curl on the end, so you might get a bit of a curl there. So same thing, look. I'm going to draw the S in, trying to touch top and bottom. Curl on the end, and then I'm going to come back with a curl there. Same again, look. Round we go. Curl there. Curl there. And turn it round. So what's going to happen here, we've got a little bit of a thinner bit. So I'm going to imagine again, there's sort of where my S is. So it's going to sort of sit behind that a little bit. I'm going to get a bit there. And same again, like each time I'm trying to touch the side. So it does mean that we're making a slightly bigger shape than you perhaps used to, but you've got to go for it. And turn it round. So this one, we're going to imagine where it's going to start and where it's going to end. Here we go. Okay. So let's just bring that in a little bit more. Hang on a second. Doesn't want to zoom. There you are. And just want to add a little bobble on the end. You see, it just makes that a little bit neater. And then here, I can come back up. Thank you, Leslie.
Hi, you guys.
I can't see comments still. I've done what Chris has said. Oh dear. This is the thing, see, left, right and right-handed. I just don't see it the same. But yeah, we're there now. I thought I was all alone. Okay. There we are. Okay. I know, Jane. I know. You know me well enough by now. Yeah, that's going to make Leslie laugh all day. She's telling everybody in there at the minute they're all having a good laugh at my expense. Okay. I'll get them back. There you are. Oh, Maureen, I know. Do we care? We're not bothered, are we? We're not bothered. Okay. And this one. See, I've lost me. What am I doing? Who am I? Where am I? There you go. Same with this one, see? So look, little bobble there, bobble there, bobble there, and there. Oh, Viv, thank you for that. Thank you for your, yeah, just have a laugh at my expense, it's fine. Yeah, it was a long day yesterday, that's my excuse. All right, let's have a look at this. Yeah, there you go. All right, so we've got these lovely little shapes going on, but I think it could do with a little bit more. So looking at the other side, just filling that one in. You see where we've got these sort of extra bits? I can bring another one in there, like so. I've got like one on both sides. Oh, let's do that one as well. There you go. One there. I think I need a cup of tea, don't I? Have a sip of tea. Okay. And then here, look, I can get another one in there. There. And back round. So I'm not sort of doing the top one, I'm doing this one at the bottom here, only if you can get it in. The same on this side, see that's, yeah, just there. Not really. Sort of quite filigree, isn't it? It's just a little bit of interest there. You see? All right, like that. Okay. So just to sort of finish this shape off here, I'm going to fill in those gaps, you see, with little shapes. I just think it looks kind of nice. I'm going to come back in with a thicker pen after, and I'm going to fill these with some ink. So, you know, if you can add a few around it. You don't have to do everywhere, but it's just nice to get a few. sort of in there, isn't it? Like that. I know Leslie actually rung me when I was on air yesterday. Luckily, John was in the green room. He answered my phone. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We'll have these moments. Okay. See? Sort of. Oh, I'm going to put a couple in those places as well. Just a few. There you go. Oh, you see, I'm going to put one in there as well. Yeah, just that they allow me and Leslie out together, unsupervised. So, so if anybody's around at the NEC on Thursday, Leslie and I are going to be on the Hobby Maker stand at 2 o'clock. So if you want to come and say hello, I think I'm doing a bit of demonstrating. So, you know, if you want to come and, even if you want to come and ask questions, you know, come ahead. So we've not got a stand there this year, but we're going to be there. Okay. And if you've got your Sanntangle badges, put your badges on, and you'll be able to sort of identify who's who. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And again, whilst I've got my thicker pen, I'm going to come in and fill in those little shapes. And I'm also going to do the little dots. Like so. Oh, I know, Viv. I'm not perfect. Far from it. Nah. Proud to say that. Okay. I'm going to go look at my drawing. Look, it's wobbly bubbles all over the place. Okay. There we are. And into those. I'm going to fill that bit in while I'm at it. To those bits, and along those, and so sometimes this takes a little bit longer than you expect. I mean, I'm sort of working my way through at a pace, but don't think that you have to. You know, you take as long as you like, and if you want to add a little bit of colour in here, you can do that. Don't think it's got to all be black. Coloured pencils in here would go quite well. Going with those bits today. Okay. All right. So any pencil left now, I'm not going to bother rubbing out as such. It's just got these little bits in between these sort of loops here. I'm not going to try and sort of rub out anything that's over any thicker sort of pen. I don't want it smudging or anything. Okay. So first things first then. I'm going to come in with, let's have a look, my regular pencil. Okay. And I'm going to come in and, let's have a look. I'm going to start with some pencil all on the inside of that shape there. Don't be shy with this, you know, get some pencil in there. And the same in the middle. Okay. Oh, Joanne, a month one. Oh, goodness me. I'd like to do one soon. I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to colour around these. I wondered actually if you would be up for it. If you've got the Getting Creative with Your Frames book 4, and if you've got the Dragonfly, I was going to do one of the drawings out of there over a couple of sessions. Because I'm aware that I don't always get a lot of time on air. I know that. You see I'm colouring both sides of the line here. So if I actually went through a full image from start to finish, would that be beneficial to you? I think it might be worth seeing it. So I think maybe do draw it on one session and then colour it in another session so you can actually see how it works. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? So I know I actually used a different shape. So I'd probably use book 4, Getting Creative with Your book 4. I'd use the square frame and the Dragonfly stencil. So you could actually tangle along. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're going to do that. Not this week, but I'm sort out of time to do it. That'd be good. Okay, let's have a look then. So, in the middle, tortillon, and push out, and we're just going to create a little bit of a shade there, like so. Okay, yeah, and around the edge, circles, because I don't want it to move too far, just enough that it blends out. And in there, see? And then I can do the outside. Now what I want to do here is leave a gap in the middle. I don't want this to go all the way to the middle, because I've got to do the other side of it. There you go, see there, look. So we want to leave that gap if we can. And along there. And to this one. I might as well do this side as well. And then turn it round and down here. And this, oh, this one. There we go, it's coming. And this one. Okay, let's have a little look at that. Oh, there we go. Look at that, so far so good. See, this is why I said don't be too shy with your pencil here, because the darker it is, the better, really. I don't know if I've got a black coloured pencil with me here. I've got two sets. Some of them I've got bits missing because I sort of tend to carry away with them. I'm sure if Leslie's listening, if she could bring me a coloured black pencil in, that would be great. Because I've got two sets in, I don't have a black in any. They're obviously in my bag somewhere. If not, I'll manage. Okay. So, coming to the white chalk pencil. First things first is I'm going to ignore the middle bit here. And I'm going to come down here. And this one.
You do know I was upstairs.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Told you I'd get you back, laughing at me. Now look, Leslie sharpened this. Look at that. That's amazing.
Oh dear.
There you go.
I can't believe you haven't got a black one in here.
I said they're letting us out. We're
Oh,
going out
God.
on Thursday
Yeah.
together, aren't we?
Thelma and Louise are on the road again.
Oh dear. Right, I'm also going to use some white pencil around there.
Watch out, NEC, that's all I say.
I know, yeah. God help anybody. Yeah. Jackie, it's one of those electric sharpeners from Amazon. I'll see if she can find the link. I'll get her to post the link. But yeah, it's one of those. I mean, it sharpens them as well. But crazy. Okay. So you see, I've actually gone all around there with my whites. Again, don't be too shy with it. You know, go on in. I'm going in circles because it's sort of going in those. Oh. There you go. So, ideally a clean tortillon. If you don't have a clean tortillon, we can clean it off because we have our files. Let me just clean this off. Alright, just sort of look, just a bit of a file to a point. Just cleaning that off there. There we go. That will do. What I want to do now is just very gently go around and swirl that in. So we've got a little bit of shading going on there. Just a little bit. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to zoom in a minute, I think. Here we go. Ooh. There you go. So I'm going to do another. Let's get some in there. You see? So I'm coming back, look, and I'm going to, you know, adding an extra layer in those little corners. See there? Just once I've eased it off. Yeah. Let's out. That's better. You see, you've got a bit more of white there. Joe, I'll do a check with Sarah in a minute. She's knows what orders are going and all the rest of it. Okay, back to regular pencil. And I'm going to add a little bit just to that side there. You see just where you've got a bit of a shape. Some of them are different sizes, but that's okay. A little bit of blending sorts it out. And I'm going to use another tortillon that, because I've just cleaned that one for the white. Okay, in we go. All right, just sort of working it around the edges there. And into there. Okay, and back to white, and I'm going to add some at this top edge. Okay, only if you can get it in. Okay, let's have a little look at that. All right, so far so good. Look at that. So you've got this lovely sort of bit of luminosity coming out of this. So let's go back in with regular pencil for now. And what I want to do on the curve on this side, again, don't be shy with it. All right, really come for it. We want this to be definitely going underneath. You see? And then not so heavy, just on the edge here. Again, picking my tortillon that's I've not cleaned yet. It's got graphite on it. Let's have a little bit of it going down here. And I'm going to soften that off even more. And then this one, along this edge. Along we go. And then this one, I don't want it to travel too much. I want to keep it nice and strong. So I'm going to swirl it. You see? So keeping it where it is. But let's have a look at the difference there. Hang on a second. You see, I've softened it where I haven't. Softened it, I haven't. Let's move out a little bit. Okay. There we are. Softened it, I haven't. There we go. So just sort of kind of keep working it until the bottom. So look at that. Okay, so I did mention the black pencil, you know, the one that Leslie sharpened. Look at that. So what I want to do here is where we've got these lines, you know, what we originally drew, I'm going to come in. I'm not going to sort of overdo it. I'm not pressing on particularly, but I want to add that extra bit of darkness. See the difference? And same sort of this side. So, yeah, going over the lines. Now you can do this with a pen if you haven't got your pencil. It's just that the pencil travels a little bit further into the piece. We can go over the shading. And then I am going to come down this one as well. And give that an extra bit of darkness. Okay. So, yeah, like that. I think I can even, you know, go back in with that white and put a little bit more in. You'll notice it, because it's chalk, as you go over it with the tortillon, you will lose a little bit of it. So, you know, going back in and adding another layer would be fine. I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to soften sort of the edges, but I don't want to overdo and completely cover it. But just on the edges, just sort of where it's touching that tile. I'm going to ease it off a little bit. There you go. And there you are. Okay. So I'm going to just come back in and add a little bit more there. You know, look at yours, and sometimes it does help actually to look through the camera so you can sort of see what you're doing with it. So this one, I would say, yeah, I'm done there. I'm not quite sure which way around I want it. Maybe that way. But look at that. Look how three-dimensional that is. And of course, having this line, so you could use this if you only want to do a part of a design. You could actually put this curve in, put a little bit of a pattern around here, and then leave the rest. It looks kind of nice, doesn't it? So it doesn't mean that every time you do a tile or an image, you have to completely cover everything. Sometimes it's nice to have that little bit of blank space as well.